Hey, Alex here with your real estate market update. The year's almost half over. Let's go in and take a look and see how this market is performing. So we got to start off by talking about interest rates. They're up again this week. Look at this jump here today, 0.13% today. Average 30-year fix, 6.65 right now is what you can expect. With rate buy downs, we're able to get that down about a 0.5%, so get it down to 6.25. But hey, look, rates are not great right now. There are some 3-1 arms out there, 7-1 arms that are getting lower interest rates. But man, what effect will this have on the market? Let's take a look at where the market is right now. So this is our market trends right here. I always do a 5-year look back, and you can see what's going on right now. We have inventory that's up. That is the light green line, the for sale inventory. Solds are down here in green. You can see solds have been increasing since the first of the year, and the pendings have leveled off. So we're seeing inventory go up, but the other thing we're seeing is the average price per square foot. It's going up significantly right now. And what we're finding is that homes that are priced aligned with the market and they're ready to sell, meaning move-in ready, that those are fetching top dollar. And this is what this price increase reflects. So if you're one of those that is waiting for rates to come down, well, look at the trend line that we're on. It doesn't seem to be affecting housing prices. I think it's affecting marketing time, but not housing prices. So what's my outlook for what's going on? Well, I think there's three bearish signs that we should look at in the market. And I did this blog. Again, there'll be a link to this blog in the discussion. But there's three bearish signs to look at in the market. One of them is the recent meeting we had with President Trump and the president of China. And we think that there's going to be more trade going on between the two countries, oil, that sort of thing. I discuss it within there. We have a new chair of the Federal Reserve, and this Federal Reserve chair is really on board with rate cuts. And then something that you might be overlooking is the Clarity Act. And the Clarity Act is going to be integrating crypto more with our banking system. One good example I can give you is wire transfers. Right now, a wire transfer can take 24 hours, and if you hit on the weekend, that wire can go out on Friday and it won't hit till the following Monday. With the crypto networks, those wires are no longer wires, they're just crypto exchanges, and they can happen in mere minutes. So again, I go in and give you the facts and details on this in this blog post. It's something I did for myself to say, hey, how is this going to affect the market? Should we be bearish, bullish, what it is? I came up with bullish. Now, let's talk about land and ranch. As you guys know, I'm a big land and ranch guy in the region. In fact, I just went live with a $4.1 million listing today. Big land and ranch guy. And so I went in and I'm starting to line up capital sources for land and ranch in the region. And I came up with this blog post. I went in, I looked for those capital sources. I list them out here in the blog. So if you're in that land and ranch space, maybe you're trying to get financing for your existing land, maybe you're trying to refinance, or you're a buyer out there in the market, take a look at this blog post. Now, assumables. I talk about this every week. I talk about assumables because with rates being as high as they are, I'm always looking to add value for my clients, especially my buyer clients. And I had a request last week. I highlighted three assumables last week. They've all gone pending. They've all gone pending. And so these are the active assumables. I'll put this link in the description. And this is the current assumable property in the area. So if you mention assumables to most people, they go, oh my gosh, those are really hard. They're really not. We have a team assembled at EXP in the Roseville office that knows how to do assumables. They know how to write the offers. When I get an assumable, I've done a couple of them now. I always go back to my assumable team over there to make sure that we're putting things together correctly. But within this, when you click into each one of these different assumable properties that are listed, It tells you what the equity gap is. It tells you what the blended interest rate could be. And probably most important, it tells you what your potential savings is. So really, I'm getting a lot of traction with this. So if you're out there in the market and you're not super choosy about the home that you're buying, check out Assumables. So that's my market update, May 15th. My name's Alex. I'm a realtor here in South Placer County. I help people buy and sell homes every day. If you know someone that's thinking about buying or selling a home, please refer them to me. I do these market updates every week so that you can stay in tune with what's going on in the market. If you're a buyer and you want to start searching for property, you can do so right here on my website. Although I always tell people, before you start looking at homes, let's go in and get you pre-qualified for financing so that your expectation or your financing is adjusted to the property searches that you do. There's nothing worse than having someone going out looking at prices at homes that are outside of your price range and then figuring out you don't qualify it. If you're thinking about listing your home, um, it's really important that you have an agent come in and evaluate your property before you list your home. We come in and we don't look at your home as a home. We look at it as an asset that we need to sell and get top dollar for. That's the way I look at it. And I had a really intense conversation with a property that I'm going to list with the homeowner. And I went in and they were offended. They said, Alex, we don't want to take down our family photos. We don't want to take out all this furniture. I like the way my house is. And this, I said, look, that's great, but you're selling it, you're moving on, and you need to look at your house through a different lens, a lens of somebody who's selling an asset, a very high priced asset, and you want to get top dollar for it. That's what we do. We go in and look at your house in that manner. If your house is needing a lot of repairs and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have the resource to do this. Well, we have a program and we can go in and take care of all of the issues with your house before you get it listed. So that's what I got for you this week. I will catch you next week.